Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the God of Knicks podcast. I'm your host, Apollo Reed. I'm here with Rick the Ruler, and I know it's been a while since we've been here. There's a lot been going on. I just finished moving. As you can see, I still got some boxes here, so um, we've got a lot going on. Got a lot going on. How you been, Rick? Talk to me before we get into this.
I've been all right, man. I've been all right. Been just trying to get my house together, try to figure stuff out like that.
All right,
but I've been good. Yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I have been, since I've been diving into just getting this move together for the past month. I haven't really been watching a lot of games. I've missed a lot of games. I can't say I missed a lot of games. That's a lot. I've missed a lot of some games. So I haven't watched a lot of games all the way through. But I guess that's why it's a lot easier for me to do a show, like in the midst of a 4-game losing streak. But yeah, we've been tied down with that, and what a wonderful day. I was hoping today is my birthday, by the way. I was hoping that we could get a win on my birthday, but I guess Toronto had other plans. You know, it's crazy about Toronto on my birthday. Kobe dropped 81 on Toronto on my birthday. Never forget it. And I was a huge T-Mac fan back then, so I wasn't happy about it. So I'm glad years later I could be more objective to that opinion. But anyway, we are here because the Knicks did play a game tonight and they lost to the Toronto Raptors. Few things on why this was just a terrible game. I think for sure going into this game, they definitely missed Mitch and Quickly, like without a doubt. I think there was going in, not having Mitch is huge. He basically did whatever he wanted the last time we played that team because he's just way bigger than everybody that they have. They don't have many bigs, so it was a matchup that worked well for Mitchell Robinson. So I knew that was something that we're going to miss. And also, at previous points in the season, when we're missing Mitchell Robinson, we just don't play well for some reason. It's like he's the anchor to our defense. And then you know how the defense affects the offense, and then people get selfish and don't pass. And there goes the game, just like that, basically. So going into this game, I knew that missing Mitch and Quickly was going to be an issue for us. Especially because our bench has been kind of struggling as of recent. So to add in the fact that Quickly wasn't going to play tonight, it was just like crap. Like we're missing Mitch and we're missing Quickly.
Right.
Who's actually, both of them are two of our best defensive players, actually, if you really look at the numbers. But oh well. Then the game started. And just they gave up 37 points in the first quarter. You're not really going to get a great start like that. I think we had 20 points. I think it might have been 20 points. 37-20 to end the first quarter. We fought back. What was it? I think it was something like
22 to 37.
22 to 37. So we ended the first quarter with a 15-point deficit and still managed to come back and take the lead, which is something that's admirable for this roster, especially because we're so prone to giving up leads that it's kind of like, oh, we did the opposite for once. But we just couldn't contain it. And I figured that when it happens, I'm like, well, we still don't got Mitch. We still don't got Quick. The defense, at some point, they're going to just get whatever they want. I mean, Van Vliet I think he just loves playing against Jalen Brunson, bro. I think he really enjoys playing against Jalen because he just does whatever he wants and he just goes crazy. He goes crazy. He's a 3-point shooter, more than Jalen is, even though they both can damage you in a lot of ways. I think it's a little bit, when Van Vliet goes off, it's a little bit harder to contain because it's like it's more area that he's taking over. It's not like he's just getting into the paint, shooting mid ranges. Like he's shooting threes, or you got to get people to get out to him. Like they got to go over the screen, way up top. Like it's different. Like he affects the defense completely differently than in a different way than Jalen Brunson. So the games are similar but different in a way. But he just loves playing against Jalen. And I saw them talking after the game for a while. I think it's a competitive thing. They enjoy it
for sure.
But
I'll see your Van Fleet, and I'll raise you a Gary Trent Jr. He was killing us the beginning of this game. Any 3-point shot he wanted, he took and he made. And it was hard to contain him, but he kind of bailed himself out of the game by fouling so much that he actually fouled out. But
yeah.
There was no answer for him tonight.
Yeah, he was 6 for 10, as you can see, 6 for 10 from the 3-point line, and that's like, when he's 6 for 10 and Van Vliet is 4 for 8. You're 10 of 18 between two guys from the 3-point line.
I think they scored 50-something together.
Yeah, 24 and 28. That's what 52. So, what are you really gonna do besides try to stop those two guys? And that's not what they did. They clearly weren't able to do so. Okay, let's just get into it, because the numbers say one thing, and the numbers say that RJ had a good game, 30 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Julius,
but look at his plus minus.
Yeah, plus minus -12.
Did he have a good game?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think the problem with the plus minus is it takes into account all aspects of the game. Now, he did have some good points, but there was a particular stretch where he had a bad point, and that's when he was leading the second unit. And he's had a few turnovers, just bad shots, just stuff that you can't do when you're the lead. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the lead guy at that point. You're leading the young or bench squad out there. That's what the coach has charged him to do. And you just got to do it better, man. Like, you can't be out there just throwing up whatever and turning the ball over. Like, let's be honest. Like, we were missing Quick tonight. We definitely were missing Quickly. He only had 3 turnovers, but it's just the timing of the turnovers. You know what I mean? And not leading the charge with the second unit enough to create that much of a difference to where let's leave the second unit in there.
Right.
The only person in the second unit that really, really stuck his game out for the team was Obi Toppin.
I think he should have got a few more minutes than this. He was hot. He's 4 for 5 from the 3-point line.
The guy was 5 for 7 from the field. 71%. 4 for 5 from the 3-point line. Yeah. And you managed to play him 10 minutes and 31 seconds.
He should have got more time. You should have rested Randall a little bit longer and let him do his thing.
Right. Like, just and great game from Randall statistically.
Yeah.
23 points, 19 rebounds, 8 assists. Yeah. But those numbers don't really look good. Like, it was one thing about I've said in the first quarter watching these guys when it was 37-22. You cannot play a team like this and not pass the ball. If you're not going to pass the ball, if you're not going to swing the rock, if you're not going to, just play team basketball, you're not going to beat a defensive team.
Yeah.
Like, sharper passes, a lot of times we had 17 turnovers to their 8 from sloppy passes. This is a team that gets into the passing lane, and they've done it since Kawhi was there and left. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they've been a good team since before Kawhi was there, a good defensive team. When you have someone like OG Anunoby, you have someone like Pascal Siakam as your 2 of your best players, they're going to bring it defensively. You're not going to just be there and play that team and not deal with it. So, and you don't think that they've learned anything from that playoff run, championship run? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you just cannot play sloppy basketball. You cannot play you can't play selfish basketball with this team, because they will make you beat yourself every single time. We watched them. Did we beat? I think we only beat them once this year out of the 4 times. Maybe. Good riddance. I don't want to see them.
Yeah.
I don't, like you said earlier.
Yeah, they got our number.
This is the one team that has our number, and they always will as long as they play better defense than we do. You know what I mean? Because most of their points was fast break. You getting a fast break, still fast break, still fast break, still fast break. You don't have to. You don't even give. We're not giving ourselves the opportunity to play defense in these situations.
And it feels like their whole squad has length.
Mm-hmm.
The only person that you could make that argument does not is Fred. And everybody else just seems like they have the longest arms and longest legs, and they were just beating us.
Yep. Scotty Barnes, you got him out there. I mean, OG Anunoby didn't play tonight. Thank God, because it probably would have been worse.
Yeah, he would have went off.
He would have went off. I mean, defensively, he just creates so much of a difference on that team. It's crazy. You know what I mean? And whenever we play against him and Pascal, it's like they have so much fun playing against it. They love it. But when you have a player like Julius who can get caught on double teams, he still, till this day, gets caught on double teams. He gets caught in traps on double teams. I don't know how this is a consistent thing that happens.
That's his thing, though. He likes to draw. He's one of those players that will take whatever the defense gives him. So he likes to draw the defense and kick out to the shooter.
But sometimes use it to your advantage, bro.
Right. Sometimes he will take that, and when people drop off to cover the shooter, he'll take over and he'll take you to the hole, and he'll score and get a foul. But like most of the times, they don't bite. And I shouldn't say most of the time. He holds the ball way too long. And so as the clock is ticking down, they know you're going to do something. So
especially in a double team. If you're in a double team, swing the rock. Because it's like you get double teamed, and then you have to look for someone to pass the ball to. It's like sometimes I don't know what he's looking at, because how do you not see the double coming? Either the double is going to come from somewhere you're driving to, or he's going to just run at you from across the court. How do you not see this happen? And it's like the moment it's simple. We see it all the time. The Spurs play this kind of basketball. The Warriors play this kind of basketball. Once one person moves, it's called trusting your teammates. It doesn't matter who the ball goes to. That's the thing about Julius. He doesn't always want to pass it to the open guy. He wants to try to move the offense around because he wants a specific person to get the ball. Yeah. And just swing the rock to whoever's open and make sure that the responsibility. Now, is that completely his fault? I don't know. I don't know what the coach tells him to do. I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, the coach is telling him to pass the ball and he's not passing the ball. I don't want to say that. But between you and the coach, y'all got to figure this shit out, because this is the same reason why we got kicked out of the playoffs 2 years ago. The same exact reason. Yep. Julius Randle getting caught on double teams every single time, and there was no adjustment made, and there still hasn't been an adjustment made every single time someone tries to double him this year. It's like, why does he and good. Look at the numbers, great. What's the score at the end of the game?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's just not conducive to productive basketball, and it never will be if you're not swinging the rock. I don't know. That's just me. When you're looking at all of these little things, like I like the numbers and what he's bringing. Everybody's saying you're right. Statistically, he's having a great season. He should be an all-star. But if we're looking at team success and the things, he and RJ have to be a lot better. Brunson is not off the hook tonight. Shooting 6 of 15 is not going rock in 38.
He missed some easy ones too.
Missing easy ones, free throws. All of these guys missing free throws. RJ was 6 for 9 from the free throw line. Julius 5 for 8. Brunson 5 for 7. The only person that made all their free throws was Quentin Grimes. And to be honest with you, nobody else took free throws besides those 4 guys.
Yeah.
Nobody else took free throws. So
and the rest did a pretty decent job coaching.
Couldn't blame the refs tonight.
Rest in the game, yeah.
Couldn't blame the refs tonight for once. Could not do it. But you guys got to be better. I mean, shout out to Jericho Sims. Played 33 minutes, 5 for 5 from the field.
He had a good game.
7 rebounds, 3 assists. It's 10 points, only 2 fouls. Great
game.
Great way to step in and be. I do see the coach trusting him more than Isaiah Hartenstein, which is a welcome thing. I don't know what's been going on with Hart recently. I don't know what's. He started off the season great, man. It's like now it's like, yo, got this guy. Evan Fournier came out tonight, 3 for 7 from the field, 3 of 9 from the field, 2 for 7 from the 3-point line.
He was awful on defense, man.
I mean, yeah, per usual. And McBride was the exact opposite. He was amazing on defense and terrible on offense. We've got to figure out his shooting form for him because it's bad. McBride's shooting form is not good. Everything is over his head. There's no way you see what you're doing. Like he comes off of the scariest thing is when he's not taking a 3. When he's taking a mid-range, I know immediately he's gonna miss it. Because it's like there's no way with the momentum going this direction and you jump like this and shoot it over your head like this. He's holding the ball up here for his shots. There's no way you're knowing where the ball is gonna go by doing it like that. I don't see it. And they're letting him take the shot. Hopefully one day he sees they're good. I'm hoping that the strategy is, hey, Deuce, shoot as many of those so that we can put it on the chart and see why he should not shoot like this anymore.
Wow.
Because there has to be a way of changing his forms to shooting in front of him. Like bring the ball here. Up here, it's too much control because now you're giving yourself to the momentum that you're in the air. Like you're going this way, the ball's going to go wherever your momentum is going if you're shooting like this. The only way is to keep the ball in front of you. A forehead at least, bro. Like this stuff is not going to work. I don't know. 0 for 3, 0 for 2 from the 3-point line. He's not going to bring you much offensively unless he's hot. And then he might give you 7 points when he's hot. So he's that good defensively that he's playing. But I don't know. We miss Quick, man. I don't know how else to say it, but we really, really miss Quick. Is free throws, spreading the floor, defense.
McBride, he normally has a pretty decent jump shot, but when he's off,
wide open. Like he has to be wide open.
I mean, I forget what game it was, but he shot it right in someone's face. But he had made 2 prior to that, so I was just like, all right, he's feeling it. And I actually felt I was like, all right, I trusted his shot. But I don't know. Like I just feel like he's overcompensating because of his size. But I know he can play. He can play the game. He just needs some more time.
Yeah, I think he'll figure it out. I think the coach is trusting him. He has to figure it out. Or I don't see many other. I'm going to say this without trying to shit on him, but I don't see many other teams giving Deuce this much run. You know what I'm saying? Given what he's shown, I don't see many other teams giving him a lot of run.
Yeah.
So this is his chance. This is his chance, man. I mean, if you don't work in New York, we've seen it. Alonzo Trier, like it doesn't work out if you're not a starter or a rotation player in New York. I don't know why. It just happens that way. A few other notes. They scored 39 points in the fourth quarter. You're not gonna win any game like that.
No.
Let them score 39 points in the fourth quarter. This is their 4th straight loss. And in these 4 games, they're allowing teams to score 126 points per game. That's a lot of freaking points.
Yeah.
That's a lot of points. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, a lot of it is tied into Mitch and Mitch not being there. But
yeah, you got to make do. I mean, like good teams or winning teams, they find a way to win, and we can't keep saying, "Oh, well, this person was out." So what? Like, if this was the finals, are you just going to throw your hands up in the air and be like, "Oh, well, the player that we wish was here is not here. Nah,
It's
man, you
not
got
here
to
now.
find a way to win, and that goes from the coaching to the coaching unit all the way up to the players on the court. And sometimes it looks like they're rallying, but then they get lazy on defense, and then the threes start raining in, and then it's over. You can't dig yourself out.
It's crazy because Coach even said it after the game. He said, I think one of the reporters asked him about Mitch being out and could that contribute to why the team wasn't playing well. And he was like, there's plenty of times. He said Mitch doesn't play every minute. There's plenty of games Mitch has missed and times Mitch isn't on the floor. These guys got to step up. That's it. Like, this is the NBA. Like, you don't have to be an amazing defensive player to win a game. Like, you know what I mean? Step up and play together as a team, and then you might win the game. Simple. Right. It's really that simple. But I don't know what this team is going to do when it comes to bolstering or changing up this roster at some point, because I know that they will try within the next month.
They have to.
It's actually January 22nd. Trade deadlines when February 8th or 10th. Like, you got 2 weeks before something happens. And I'm gonna be honest with you, chances are the Knicks are not gonna make a move. It's gonna be the same roster we're looking at post trade deadline. We do this every single year. We're scared to make moves. We don't make moves. We watch every other team make moves. We just gotta do something.
What do you fix though? Because you can make a move and it makes it worse. And then everyone's gonna be, you shouldn't have done anything. So what's out there, and then
you don't make a move that's going to drastically change your team, which means you don't touch the starting lineup unless you have the best deal out there to get rid of Julius Randle. That's the only way you make a trade. Now, I don't see that happening, and you better not make a move for anything else. You honestly just might as well let it rock. You might as well let it rock and make some moves to, let's try to see if we can get iHeart somewhere. You know what I mean? If we have to flip some of our bench guys, I don't know, man. Like, there's no possible way we're going to change this team for the better to make us a better playoff team from between now and the trade deadline. It's not going to happen. I don't want to upset anybody. It's not happening. This is mainly going to be the team that we're going to have this year. We'll see what happens in the off season. Shout out to the chat, King Ribby. What's going on, bro? Appreciate you. Salute. Raul, of course, my guy. How you been, man? I miss y'all, man. It's been a minute. This is our first show back, so hopefully once I get the new spot set up, it'll be a lot easier for me to get things going here. We did add someone to our team who was not available tonight. He was caught up watching the Cowboys game. You're on mute, cuz.
My bad.
Hey.
I was trying to say that for later. Dang, I messed up.
Nah, but so good. I'll trade the kicker from the Cowboys for Julius Randle.
Wow. Come on, man. You can't talk about your all-star like that.
Come on, man. I don't know. Listen, man, I will say this. I think they've realized that they're a player or two away from making a good run, but they have to not be scared to make a move. You know what I'm saying? I think getting Jalen Brunson is the right move.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get one more guy in there who's like a team. Like, he's got to be a young version of a Nicholas Batum kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the kind of guy who's a glue guy who can go off for 20 points on a random night. You don't need him to do it, but he can go off for 20, but he does all the other stuff. He dives on the floor. He's hustling. He's defending your best player sometimes. Like that great role player who's going to swing the ball no matter what, make the Draymond Green-esque kind of guy is what we're missing right now. Because I don't think this team is lacking a point scoring team. You know, I don't think they can score. This team can score. Our problem is defense and consistency on the offense.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of one-on-one guys. if we can get these one-on-one guys to make one more swing every time they get the ball, just one more swing. Let's make it 4 passes per play. Quick ones, sharp ones. Not think about, do I want to pass it to this guy? Or do I really want to shoot it? I got a shot right now. No. Let's make the defense confused before we start thinking about, let me take my shot. Because you also make it easier for your rebounders to rebound the ball off of a shot once you confuse the defense. If you just let everyone stay on their guy and you just take a shot, you're going to be going the other way every single time.
What I saw a couple times tonight, which I absolutely hated, was on a fast break, they ran up, shot a 3-pointer with 4 of the opposing team members in there to collect the rebound. So if you weren't water with that shot, you might as well just count it as a turnover. Because
for sure.
And the thing is, like, nobody was hot like that shooting except for maybe Obi. So it's just like, I saw RJ take that shot, I seen Brunson take that shot, I seen Randall take that shot. I'm like, why y'all doing this?
Yeah, they're trying to be
smart.
a team that they're
Run
not.
A play.
Yeah, and this is the issue that I have. Let me see some sort of offensive structure, like consistent structure that we're going to follow game by game. Outside of, I've been working on this shot. Let me get this shot off. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what your offense should be.
Yeah.
Your offense shouldn't be, I've been in the gym. Let me get this shot off. Watch out. Yo, ISO real quick. I got this move I want to try out.
Right.
Like, it looks good. And even when you're hot, from doing all of these moves that you've been working on, and everybody else in your team is cold, you're still losing. So just work on your team. That's it. Like, let's swing the rock, get everybody touches, cut to the basket. All you got to do is offset the defense one little bit, cut to the basket, try to drive, draw contact. You're going to the foul line, and that frustrates the defense. It does something to the game, and it creates momentum.
Yep.
It's not just as simple as, oh, we got a guy who can score, go score. There's a whole aspect to basketball, and these guys look like they just think that if they score as many points as they can win the game.
Right.
Nah, man, like this, it's more than that. It's so much more than that. But I don't know. You got any more points? That's it. I don't have much else to say.
Let me see if there's anybody else that
turnovers
tonight.
17-8 in turnovers.
Yeah, it's not what you want.
4-12 in
it's
steals.
Not what you want.
4-12 in steals. They had 8 more steals than us. Steals, like that's first of all, let's just be real. Off of those 8 more steals, because there's 12, the 8 more steals alone, I'm guaranteeing you that they probably scored 15 to 20 points off of that, just from their steals.
And if you look at it, it looked like everybody was still on the ball.
Everybody. Let's look at these numbers real quick. Let me put this back up here. Let's look at this steals, just this steal category.
Yep.
Scotty Barnes has 1. Pascal Siakam has 1. Precious Achiuwa has 2. Gary Trent has 2. Fred VanVleet has 2.
That's the starting lineup.
Young has 1. Chris Boucher has 3.
3.
Like
3.
Fred VanVleet, the shortest arms on the team, has 2 steals.
Yep.
Let's look at these numbers on the Knicks. We got 4 altogether. Let's see who played some defense tonight. Jalen Brunson had 1. Isaiah Hartenstein had 2, and Obi Toppin had 1. Yep. Grimes, none. Jericho, none. Julius Randle, none. RJ Barrett, none. Now, does that mean that you're terrible?
So 1 from our starting 5.
Yeah.
Compared to 8 from their starting 5.
8 from their starting 5. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
1. Okay. I mean, what can you say?
You're not going to win a game like that. You're just not going to win a basketball game like that. I mean, they're even on the blocks too, 4 for 4. I just don't know what has to change, because this will be the reason why we don't go far in the playoffs if we make it. And that's just, keeping it real. If we make it, there you go. My bad. If we make it, that will be our demise for sure. That will definitely be our demise. The fact that we cannot keep the ball in our hands. We turn the ball over so easily. Not only do we turn the ball over easily, we don't pass the ball. I don't know what's going to work.
Free throws.
We missed six free throws tonight?
Yeah. 8.
6 free throws. 8 free throws. Oh my gosh. This is disgusting. 8 free throws. I mean, don't get me wrong, they missed 7.
But they took more.
I mean, they took 35 free throws, which sounds crazy. They took 35. We took 26 as a team.
Now you add 8 to our final score. And what is that?
8 to our final score is actually 1 point shy of what they had.
And when you're playing in a game that's close, you're going to play a little bit different, which makes this now a winnable game.
Like even 4 less turnovers would probably amount to 8 points.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Free throws and turnovers will give the game away every single time. It's just simple basketball, man. It's not even anything crazy. So Tuesday, let's talk about the next thing. We got to play the Cavaliers. Tough stretch coming up. We got to play the Cavaliers on Tuesday, Celtics on Thursday, Nets on Saturday. Cavaliers, Celtics, Nets.
The Nets may not be a problem as long as
KD is out.
KD is out.
KD's out.
Because I was watching them the other night and they were looking terrible.
Yeah, they don't look good with I mean, KD's such a bucket.
Yes.
When he's not there, like it changes everything. You can't just let me just throw the ball over there so you can shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty much over. But I don't know, man. That's just hey. The hell is this?
Yo. Yo, my bad, bro. I just finished watching my Cowboys get smoked.
Oh, so you're a Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That.
And you're admitting that on a New York podcast?
But I seen the Knicks get smoked too.
That's true.
Don't think I didn't see that. I seen it.
Neither one of us are happy fans right now. At least we have more games to play though. So
that's true. The Cowboys going home for good.
Yeah, I'll see you guys next year. That's I'm a Panther fan, so I can't really talk much. So yeah, that's
all right, man. Giants, they got smoked.
Giants got smoked too. So I mean, all of our teams at home. Hopefully, all of our teams will tune into the podcast. You got shit else to do.
What else you got to do?
Yo, but you want to know a few things I'm noticing though, man?
What's up?
About this Knicks team? Like, when I watch them, bro, they look too small on the perimeter, bro.
I mean, we definitely miss Quickly's long-ass arms tonight, for sure.
Yo, but even with Quickly, though, like, if you watch that Hawks game, like, you see how much bigger DeJounte Murray is than, like, all our guards?
Yeah, Grimes has short arms, too.
And then you see, you get these matchups where, like, Quickly is guarding DeAndre Hunter or, like, Miles McBride is guarding. Like, it's just, I don't know, bro. Like, I know that Cam was kind of like a mixed bag as far as what you was going to get from him every night. But, like, I just feel like this team is too small on the perimeter, man.
I feel like it's a slap in the face to play Evan Fournier over Cam Reddish.
Yeah.
I think you playing Evan Fournier over Cam Reddish, when you know for a fact that Cam Reddish can bring you almost everything that Evan Fournier is going to bring you and more, because Evan Fournier can shoot for sure, but tonight he was 2 for 7 from the 3-point line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then wasn't playing defense on top of that. I guarantee you Cam Reddish can bring you those numbers.
I don't know about you, but I'm glad that this whole Toronto thing is over. We don't got
we said that earlier in the show. I'm so goodbye, good riddance. This team has our number and they have for years, bro. Like,
but it's not just it's the fucking size, it's the length. Like,
that's what you were saying.
They're just a nightmare. They're a nightmare for us, bro.
Yeah.
You got Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby and Scotty Barnes, like defensive long guys, like you're not going to get a lot. Like, look at the steals that they had tonight. They had 12 steals.
Yo, when you and you seen it, remember that Bucks game when they was down by like a whole bunch of points with like a few minutes left and they came back?
Yep.
Like, they still lost that game, I think, in overtime, but like when they start pressuring the ball, like they're really tough to play against, man.
Yeah, for sure. And Van Vliet is not a slouch either.
Nah.
Defense. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
Nah, he's not. He's a very good defender.
He's a very good defender, especially for someone of his size. So, looking at, like you said, you got Brunson, you got Grimes. RJ's not the lengthiest guy. He's a good average size player for his, position. But, everyone else outside of him and Quick they're just short. You're not going to have much length. So defensively, you're going to struggle, especially when you got Julius he's not really someone who's going to give you much team defense, which is like, trying to get into passing lanes and doing shit like that. And that's what this team does well. Like I said, you can't beat this team without passing the ball. If you're not going to pass the rock, you're not going to beat this team. It's just not going to happen.
But even Julius though, right? Like, if you look at not just when they play the Raptors, when they play any team, like, these double teams are a problem for him because he's not built like a lot of power forwards. Like, he can't really pass over double teams. Most bigs could just pass over a double team. Like, he can't really pass over the top of it.
Because his arm, Julius, I've always said, once again, someone who doesn't have the lengthiest arms. I've always called him T-Rex arms. I always have. Because it's just he doesn't have the longest arms. When he goes up for dunks half the time, like, unless he's bodying the guy, he's not going to get the dunk off because he doesn't have the reach like that. A lot of times he doesn't have the reach. And I think that's why a lot of times he doesn't go up for dunks and he does opt for layups. He just doesn't have that kind of reach. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing he can do about it. You can't do anything about it. Like, you got shorter arms. You know what I'm saying? But these guys just, like you said, they struggle, especially Julius. Like I said it earlier in the show. You got to see that double team coming way before it gets there. The fact that you're seeing the double team when it's there, and then you're struggling to get the ball out from the double team is a problem every single time.
And that's where the turnovers come from most of the time, because you're not seeing a clear path. You're kind of throwing it, hoping that your teammate gets it. And then you got a team that got long arms who can intersect the pass that they see it coming because of the double team. So it's not a good look.
But you know what I noticed he does too?
What?
Like, because a lot of the times he knows he's going to get doubled.
Mm-hmm.
So a team will start like kind of like not quite bringing a double yet, but like hedging towards him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes he just got to give it up right at that moment.
Yeah,
but he tries to turn what would be like a pretty good shot into a great shot. So he tried to take a few dribbles and then try to kick it out, and he gets himself in trouble.
And that's Rick. Is that not what I said earlier when I said he tries to like orchestrate a better pass? Then just pass the fucking ball, bro. Like, if someone's open, throw the ball to them. Like, throw it.
Yeah, and I understand him though. I understand his logic, but like, just move it, bro. Just get rid of it.
I just think that he sees it, but he can't respond fast enough. So he's like, all right, my bad. I'm going to try to make up for it. And then that's where he gets himself into trouble. I don't know.
Because he tries to overplay when he does that.
Yeah. And it doesn't. And the defense reads it.
Every time.
So it just makes him look crazy.
And we said that's the same thing that killed us in the playoffs when we were in the playoffs 2 years ago. Every single time a double is thrown at Julius, what did he do? He got trapped by the double. Like, how do you not see this double coming?
And I think he tries to muscle out of it also and try to get a foul.
That happens every time. And then what he did it earlier today and picked up a foul because he's trying to throw the elbows. And that's the thing with Julius.
Yeah.
Julius waits for the opportunity to show you how strong he is.
Exactly.
As if there's not 20 million refs watching the game.
He's talking out there. So, you know, he's making a point.
He gets the double team, so he wants to start doing the I'm gonna throw my shoulder, elbow out. Like, it's like, dude, you shouldn't have let the double get there.
Exactly.
Because now, even if there's somebody open, the defense knows you're gonna throw it to that person. So it's like the turnover is coming regardless. So I mean, we just between the coach and Julius, they need to sit down and figure out how they're going to adjust to that situation because it's the same reason why we lost in the playoffs. You can't keep getting trapped. Your best player is not going to get trapped in the double team. He runs to the corners. Like he just crossed over half court and then let someone trap him there. Once you cross over half court, you can't go back court. That's it. If you're one step over and they get to you,
that's it.
That's it. You're now trapped by the sideline and the back court. You can't do anything.
Yeah, and I hate to say it, bro, but like I watched this team, bro, and this is why I was all in on the Mitchell trade because you just gotta have that guy, bro. Like everybody says, "Oh, well, what did he do in Utah?" He took a team that, in my opinion, was not that good, and had these guys contending every year,
every single year. That's facts. We're gonna see.
Like, he's really like that, yo.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna see on Tuesday too. We're gonna see it. I mean, I don't think that there's, like I was saying also before you came on, I don't think there's a trade out there that's gonna make us good by the deadline. I don't think it's out there. I think this is the team primarily that we're gonna see post trade deadline going into the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think there's really a needle moving trade to be made, bro.
No, it's not happening. As much as Knicks fans want to see it, there will be more of the same this year.
We had the trade. We had the trade to be made, and they didn't want to. So
say that again.
I said they had the trade that needed to be made, and they didn't make it.
Oh, for Donovan, of course. Yeah.
So now it's over, bro. Like you're gonna be waiting another year or two.
You're gonna wait until the next guy's disgruntled or ready to go or something. You know what I mean? As a free agent, but we right now, I do like the fact that all right, we got Brunson. We figured out the point guard thing because for a while, I mean, for about 20 years, my bad, that was the issue.
Yeah, we knew that.
That was the issue. We do have guys I'm not completely sold on RJ as a future thing just yet. Like I still like today, like I was talking to you about the mid-range thing. There was a shot that he took and he got blocked at the 3-point line by Siakam. And it's like, if you were just okay with a long two, you'd have been fine. But because you didn't want to head fake and just take one step in, it turned into a block on the 3-point attempt. On a situation where you had a lot of ground to cover. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know he's not great at the mid-range, but like just have it there where it's not just a 3-point or a layup attempt. It's so easy to guard RJ when you know that he's taking the 3-point.
I just believe it's a shot that he's not comfortable taking, bro.
That's going to be a problem going forward then, because every wing player who makes a difference offensively can take that shot.
You're right.
Every single wing player that makes a difference at the 2 to 3 spot can take that shot. And if you can only take a 3,
right, bro.
If you can only take a 3 or a layup, like I don't want him going away from trying to take those shots. And I think that's a problem because he's going to get like he's like right now in that situation. He didn't even think to head fake for the 2. It was like, I have to take the 3 or layup. If I can't take the layup, I got to take the 3 or swing the ball. But if you're going to take the shot, head fake it, get them in the air, get something. You know what I'm saying? A cleaner shot. But trying to take a 3 over Pascal Siakam is not it, It's not it. I don't.
Yeah.
Number one, he's taller than you, he's longer than you, and he's a great defender. Just not a good shot, no matter how you put it. So I want to see him add something like the coach, and that's why I don't know where to blame anyone. I don't think there's anyone to blame. I do think, yes, that is RJ's game. And I do think, yes, that's not part of coach's offense. But those two things put together will create.
But I don't want to say it's not part of coach's offense because he has his two best players, if you want to call them that, they take that shot.
Well, that's the thing. RJ used to take it, and he doesn't anymore. That's what's frustrating me this year, is because I started seeing him go towards it.
Tibbs, though.
Huh?
So I just don't see how that's on Tibbs.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's the fact that it's not in RJ's offense and it's not in Tibbs' offense is the perfect storm. It has to be in one of theirs. Like one of you guys got to take that aspect of the game serious, because
but I don't. The thing is, I don't think it's not in Tibbs' offense though. Like Brunson takes that shot.
That's what I'm saying. Right, but what I'm saying is I don't. The fact that he's not taking the shot is an issue, because just not allowing that shot to happen, whether it's part of the offense or not, coaches got to say to him, "You got to take that shot." Like that's, as a coach, you got to tell him, take that shot. It's there. The mid-range is literally always there for RJ. If RJ learns how to stop on a dime and pull up,
he can.
If he just learns how to stop on a dime and pull up, I guarantee you he'll average at least 5 more points per game, just from stopping on the dime and pulling.
Yeah, I really believe it comes down to the fact that he's just not him, bro.
Right.
No, for sure,
right.
For sure. Which, like I said, if that's the case, changes need to be made.
Yeah.
Changes need to be made. If RJ is not going to take that mid range, he's got to go. Like if that's if we're going to settle with the 3 or layup from RJ, which neither one of them are efficient, he has to go.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't think that's the thing. As an NBA player, you got to be open to the shit that'll change your game. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, they had the opportunity to trade him, though. They didn't do it.
So they're fucking his career.
They couldn't.
Keep him here.
They couldn't do it.
You're going to keep him here and then tell him it's okay to not take the mid range.
Because if Donovan Mitchell was here, he would be taking that shot
every single time. So
among some other things.
Listen, bro, I just think there's an issue somewhere along the line between the players and the coaches. Somebody's not seeing eye to eye between the player and the coaches, because there's
we
no
got a
way
whole coaching staff, so somebody's got to see that.
But it's just weird. It's just, but the only reason why I don't believe it's just an RJ thing is because I don't see anyone outside of Jalen and Julius take that shot. Julius is even taking it less. I see Julius taking more threes than mid ranges now. So you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's just an RJ thing. I do think there is something where they're like, all right, let's take the shots that we've been hitting.
Well, but we know why Julius is taking it less, because last year he crashed and burned in the mid range.
Yeah, I mean, he thought that he was going to be the person he was the year before, and that's probably why.
The year before he lived there, and then last year he kind of crashed and burned, bro.
Yeah, he's got a. I don't know. Oh, my man's, what's going on? Appreciate you, the hat whisperer, my man Dobbs, with the happy birthday wish. I appreciate you, bro. You know what I mean? Shout out to you. And while we got Joe here, since we didn't get to earlier, we wanted to formally and officially introduce Joe as our 4th member of the GUK show / podcast. You know what I mean?
Thank you. And I apologize.
Even though he was late on his first day.
I apologize for my tardiness, man. I was watching my other sports team get their boot smoked.
Terrible way to start, Joe. Terrible way to start, man.
It really is. Honestly, if it was anything else, I'd be fired.
Listen, I'm not that kind of boss, man. You're always gonna be good here. I don't fire my guys. I just pull you in the corner and talk to you real quick. Hey, let's not have it. Can't have it again, man. No, I'm kidding. Nah, but listen, man. This is a crucial time of the year. It's not like that you knew for sure that the Cowboys would be playing again next Sunday. So I understand. And because they're not playing again next Sunday, I'm happy that you got that last bit of hoorah out for your team because
I ain't even mad though because I knew they was gonna just, you know how it is when you're a sports fan. Like,
you kind of chopped up there. You said you knew they were going to lose.
Yeah, I said, but you know, as a sports fan, is that part of you that just be hoping.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's you're talking to some Knicks fans here.
Yeah, exactly.
You're talking to Knicks fans here. So
preaching to the choir right now.
Preaching to the choir. So you know what I mean. I don't know. That's pretty much it. There's not much else. Hopefully,
just one other thing.
What you got? Talk to me. Talk to me.
Gotta do this. Try to cue it up earlier, didn't work out.
Listen, I understand they weren't able to get me a win on my birthday.
Word.
But
they owe you one.
They owe me one. They owe me.
Yeah, they really lost on your birthday though, bro. Like, how that feel?
They really lost on my birthday, bro. I mean, listen, this is not the worst birthday basketball experience. Like I said earlier, Kobe dropped 81 on the Raptors on my birthday as well. So, listen, the Raptors are forever part of my history on my birthday. So, listen, this is just how it goes. I kind of figured they would try to give me some payback for that, even though
I was hoping somebody on the Knicks dropped 81 on them today.
Yeah, nice.
it probably would have been Julius.
Would have liked that. Yeah. Yep.
It'd have been. We'd have had Julius would have had 81, and we'd have lost by 12. But and coach would have probably played him all 48 minutes.
Yep.
All 48. But Tuesday we are here again. Whoever can make it. Hopefully, anyone who's available Tuesday can make it. But we will be playing.
I'll be here Tuesday on time.
Okay. Say that then. All right. Appreciate you. We'll see how that goes. Nah, I know you're usually a stickler for time, so I'm not. I wasn't worried. I was like, either he's sleeping or he probably got into an argument and just didn't feel like it.
Nah, I was at my boy house. I was at my boy house watching the game. My boy a Niners fan.
Oh,
so he all right.
As soon as the game was over, I had to get up out of there.
Yeah. That was the best move. Best move. Get up, give it and go, because he would have let you hear it, bro.
He was like, "Are you leaving already?" I was like, "Yeah, I gotta get up early, you know."
Like, you're gonna have to get your shit talking through text, boy. You ain't about to be in my face fashion. Oh man, that's funny. Well, listen, man. Hopefully, this next year for you guys, Giants, Panthers alike. Yeah. Hopefully, who's left now? So the 49ers are still there. You still got
Bengals.
The Bengals. You obviously got the Eagles. Who else? Who else is there?
What was the fourth game?
I told my boy he about to lose. He about to lose to 2 Philly fans. And because he a Braves fan too, and the Braves lost to the Phillies. I said, now you about to lose to the Eagles.
Damn. Yeah, that's tough. Well, he's a 49ers fan?
Yeah, but I don't know. They might the 49ers are really good, bro. Like
the 49ers are good, but man, the Eagles, bro. They are having a historic season. So
they are, but I still think if Brock Purdy could play well, like he did tonight, not turn the ball over, the Eagles is in for a game, bro.
That's true.
The Niners got guys everywhere, bro. They got more guys than my boy was like, yo, we got so many good players. I don't even know everybody's name.
That's funny.
That's good.
That's funny as hell.
I wish I had that problem.
It's a good problem to have, bro. I really wish we had. Man, like I said, hopefully with this Knicks team, the first step was figuring out our point guard situation, and then we'll have to figure. Listen, if this is who RJ is, I might have to make some moves.
Time to go.
The thing about RJ is like he's a good player, but when shit start to get out of hand, like it did tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't just say, "Yo, RJ, you need to respond," and like you know how stars take over games, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like he's just not that dude, bro.
Nah, I mean, he can be when he's taking efficient shots. That's just the problem.
But
you
he
say
got
that about everybody.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
you can say that a lot. He has a hard time getting to those shots, though.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He still pulled out 30, and it looked bad.
Yeah.
So I do think there is something there. They need to hone it in. I think RJ has the mindset to be a really, really good player. If you just leave him with the holes he has in his game, this is where his ceiling is.
Mm.
This is his ceiling. I think there needs to be a change up in some kind of workout or something where you're getting him more comfortable with the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see how RJ can be productive going forward. And whatever team, if they trade him, I guarantee you whatever team that they trade him to, we'll see. You know what? Maybe he might need to add a midi to his game. Maybe they'll actually let him shoot mid-ranges. Maybe they'll coach him to shoot mid-range all summer. I don't want you taking a three-pointer or a layup. I want you taking mid-ranges off the dribble all summer long. And fadeaways, fallaways, or any jump shot from the mid-range. Because if you don't, you're not going to be able to get your shots off. I just don't, because as much as he drives to the basket, everyone thinks he's gonna. Once he takes one dribble from that 3-point line, they know where he's going. He's going all the way to the basket.
Yeah.
He's not stopping.
That's true.
He's not gonna stop. So you got to figure that out. If you can't add a midi to that game, you gotta go. And I love RJ. Everybody knows me. I'm a huge RJ fan. But if they're not gonna let him work on that mid range, find someone who can do it. Because this offense is not going to change with him taking contested threes and contested layups, and Julius taking contested threes and contested layups.
The weird thing about the Knicks offense is that it's not a bad offense. Like, it's a functional offense. It's not explosive. Like, when they get behind, like, it's just so difficult, bro.
Yeah.
It's not enough 3-point shooting.
Yeah.
It's just, like, they really beat you by kind of grinding you down in the half court. Like, it's not enough stuff that's happening in the open court. Like, it's not a bad offense though.
They're not super athletic. Yeah, they can't rely on their athleticism. They can't rely on their speed. They're literally a middle of the pack team in every aspect of basketball.
Like, they're a top 10 offense for a reason, bro. Like, it's because they do put points up. Right. It's just the way that they put them up is not like, it's hard to trade 2s for 3s. That's all I'm saying.
Of course, Dobbs says Rosie Robot. You already know Dobbs calls RJ
Robot Junior.
Robot Junior. That's RJ stands for Robot Junior. He said he moves like a robot.
Yeah, he gotta stop coming for my boy, bro. He gotta stop coming for Broadway Barrett.
Listen, he about to be Ohio Barrett in a second. If you don't
he should have been Salt Lake Barrett. That's what he should have been.
He should have been Salt Lake Barrett. Send him to Salt Lake City. Listen, man.
Yeah,
listen, that's all we got.
Great, though.
That's all we got, man. I don't want to drag this on for too long. Appreciate y'all for coming out. Everybody in the chat, Joe, appreciate you. Cuzzo, appreciate you.
Man. Happy birthday, man.
Thank you once again. Hopefully, we can get a win during the week of my birthday. Let's shoot for that. Shit. I don't know. And Dobbs says until he proves me wrong, he is Robot Junior. Rosie Robot. All right, man. Y'all have a good one. Until next time, y'all have a good one. Yeah. Peace.
All
right.